So this except block catches every possible exception. The problem is that it hides what actually went wrong. Instead, it's usually better to catch specific exceptions. For example, by doing something like this. Here we have a try block with two except blocks. The first except block catches a value error and then prints out you must enter a number. The second except block catches a zero division error and then prints out you cannot divide by zero. Now the program gives us clear and helpful feedback. If the user enters text, it says you must enter a number. If the user enters zero, it says you cannot divide by zero. This makes your programs much easier to debug and much better for users. Alright, now let's talk about accessing the exception object. Sometimes you want to see the actual error message that Python generated. You can do that by capturing the exception in a variable. Here's an example. This code gives an error for trying to convert a string of text to an integer. It gives us an output like an error occurred, invalid literal for int. The variable e contains the exception object, which includes useful debugging information. This is very helpful when you're developing or debugging programs. Here's a small example